In the wild heart of Zambia's Luangwa Valley, on the edge of South Luangwa National Park, the Chipembele Wildlife Education Trust was born from a bold vision to teach a generation that the future of wildlife rests in their hands. Founded in 1998 by Anna and Steve Tolan, partners who devoted their lives to conservation education, the organization has grown from humble beginnings into a powerful force reaching thousands of children across rural communities. Through immersive programs, field experiences, and grassroots outreach, Chipembele is shaping young minds into the next generation of conservation leaders, proving that education can protect what once seemed destined to disappear. Today, its legacy lives in the students it has inspired. Many now scientists, guides, and protectors of Zambia's natural heritage, each carrying forward a mission rooted in knowledge, hope, and the enduring power of a shared vision.
So Chipembele Wildlife Education Trust was established in 1998 in South Luangwa in Zambia. It's a conservation education NGO that teaches children and communities about wildlife and conservation and the importance of conserving it for now and for the future.
So the reason why Chipembele is here, it is in order to equip us all for the future. You know, this future belongs to you. My hope is to see you in the next life, so that you'll be able to practice this conservation these things that we are doing now as elders. Continue preserving our nature, continue preserving our natural resources, because it is through these same natural resources and wildlife that we can have life.
All animals are important. All plants are important. All habitats are important. They help sustain all life. You are the ones that need to be the leaders when you grow up and teach other people about wildlife and conservation. So I hope that as conservationists you really try and learn more about wildlife, your natural heritage. Take every opportunity to learn what you can. And then when you grow up, you'll be able to make informed decisions, you'll be able to advise other people, and you'll be able to protect this wonderful place that we live in.
Even though at Chipembele, part of our key focus is wildlife and environmental conservation, what we equip our students with is more than that. We provide them the tools and the skills that they need to become leaders in many other careers, to become entrepreneurs, business owners, doctors, conservationists. We have a lot of the guides in the South Luangwa National Park have come from our programs itself. A lot of the people working in the tourism industry have come from our programs. So we believe that conservation is not just one-dimensional, but can be translated into as many careers and as many other aspects of life. And this is what we're doing here.
Youth are leaders for tomorrow. It is very much important so that they become knowledgeable about wildlife.
Wildlife conservation is very important in such a way that if we protect the natural resources that we have, it means we will have abundance of natural resources which we are going to use now and the future generation to come.
Chipembele has really helped me to prepare my mind into conservation, because the focus is to tutor us to have deep understanding about conservation. So Chipembele has really helped me out through mentorship, reading books in the library, and also going out for community sensitization, and my journey is still proceeding up to now.
My hope for the future is to see other kids like me, other girls out there, to experience what I've experienced, to know more about nature, to visit the South Luangwa National Park, learn more about conservation, learn on how to use our natural resources without affecting the environment or affecting the biodiversity. Yes.
And that's really what Chipembele is all about. It's about putting the responsibility of conservation in the hands of the young people.
In the wild heart of Zambia, a land rich in biodiversity, history, and culture, families work to survive alongside Africa's greatest natural treasures. Yet here, survival is a delicate balance. Wildlife poaching in Zambia remains a critical conservation challenge, driven by the powerful intersection of high international demand for ivory and the pressures of local economic survival.
So when we came here in 1998, we found this rapidly growing population, all these environmental problems, and there was poaching, there was deforestation, there was habitat loss, there was bushfires, illegal fishing.
These deep-seated environmental challenges demand solutions that empower communities to forge a different path. The answer is education. Chipembele Wildlife Education Trust harnesses the power of learning to build a future of coexistence, where Zambians and the natural world rise together, and the wild spirit of this land endures for generations yet to come.
So education stands out to be extremely important in an area like here where we live in the game management area, because people get to have the information about where they live and why this area is important, not only for the immediate landscape, not only for the country, but also for the international platform.
This nature is yours. Protect it. This nature is in your hands. Use it sustainably. Have that power. Be our ambassadors. Go home, share stories, protect nature. Okay?
The young people of South Luangwa are taking ownership of South Luangwa. The conservation is not just an external concept that is being taught to them, it's part of who they are. And because of the work that we're doing, we're starting to see more of the community actually taking more pride, on showing more pride in the wildlife, in the biodiversity, and in this place that we call home.
Through Chipembele's immersive school conservation clubs, children are introduced to the value of their natural heritage, learning not only about wildlife, but about their role in protecting it.
With dogs and hyenas, the toes are very, very close to one another, simply because they don't have the hair in between. So the cats have hair in between the toes for one most important reason. The hair which is in between the toes helps these animals to move without making noise. So the hair is there to help with silent movement.
Beyond the classroom, students step into the wild itself through guided field trips into the national park, where lessons become real and the presence of elephants, lions, and antelope replaces textbooks with lived experience. At the Chipembele Conservation Education Center, interactive exhibits, wildlife displays, and hands-on learning ignite curiosity, turning awareness into understanding. For older students, the Aspiring Conservation Leaders program opens a pathway into the future, training young Zambians in conservation science, mentorship, and leadership, preparing them to become the next generation of rangers, researchers, and protectors of their land.
It's so important for us to let the youth lead and let the youth take the first step. Rather than teaching them, we need to let them be part of the learning and part of the education itself.
Through outreach into rural villages, mobile education units bring conservation directly to communities, ensuring that even the most remote areas are part of a shared mission.
Let's apply the method that we have learned in order for us to prevent the threats to what? To biodiversity.
And for many of Chipembele's students, the journey continues far beyond the classroom, leading to successful careers in wildlife conservation, research, and scientific organizations where former students emerge as world-leading field researchers, scientists, conservation officers, guides, and advocates on the front lines of protecting some of the planet's most threatened species. From classrooms to the bush, from children to communities, Chipembele is doing more than teaching conservation. It is shaping a future where people and wildlife are not in conflict, but living in coexistence. For nearly 3 decades, Chipembele Wildlife Education Trust has grown into one of Africa's most impactful conservation education models, transforming lives reshaping perspectives, and proving that people and wildlife can coexist. Yet the challenges endure, and the next chapter calls for something greater.
Our next phase in the development of Chipembele is a big one. The plan is to develop a nature field centre along the Luangwa River opposite South Luangwa National Park. It's full of wildlife. It'll be for students, local communities, international researchers, student exchange groups, local children, and communities can come and experience wildlife at first hand. It will be in this 16-hectare site overlooking the Luangwa River. I'm very excited that this is the next phase of our project. It's going to have accommodation there, and we'll have a kitchen and a dining area and staff accommodation and an ablution block. All plans and permissions are in place. We want them to really experience the wild themselves, and this is the whole purpose of building the Nature Field Centre. And we just need outside support with funding to help us develop it. If you share our values, if you cherish wildlife and wild places, and if you believe that conservation education of children and local communities is vital to the future of this area, then come on board. Join us in our project to build a Nature Field Centre. We need support, we need individuals, we need organisations, we need corporate sponsorship. It's all important to us. That's Chipembele's dream, that we can work together with the young people so that they can continue conserving this beautiful, wonderful place long into the future.
To learn more about how you can help support and fund Chipembele Wildlife Education Trust's Nature Field Centre, please visit chipembele.org.